Got no Robux? Wish you could be as cool as me with or your friends, but you can't. But you don't want to spend money. Well, good news is this is why I'm making this video. Here's some free Roblox avatar ideas using items you probably own from watching tutorials. I will not be making tutorials for how to get these items though, as you can probably find them on the internet. Okay, let's start off with a simple one. First we're gonna take a blank avatar. So we're gonna, oops. Anyways, we're gonna, huh. So first we're gonna want to select a regular smiley face. And everything should be good for now, but we do gotta change our skin color to yellow. Specifically, a darker shade of yellow. Actually, a brighter shade right here. Get this shade of yellow and the classic smiley face. Go to clothing and select classic shirts. And equip this classic Roblox jacket. And don't worry, and don't worry, you can still you can use this as an alternative. In fact, I would prefer this, but I feel like this one's more sleek and clean. Actually, hold on. Will this work? Yeah, we can also use this jacket. Then you go to classic t-shirt, saying you want to upload a screenshot of this t-shirt, and you'll get that. If you go back to and body, change skin color, we want our skin to match the colors right. So first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to torso. We're gonna select it to be white so it matches with the shirt. Then we're gonna want to go to the legs, change the colors to black. So make it all the way back there. And you may not notice the difference yet because I'm wearing my pants, but this is a cheaper alternative because I spent Robux on pants, but don't be like me. I'm a dummy. I mean, it's literally in the name. Anyways, go to right leg and copy the left leg design like this. Okay, so hold on. Before we continue, I'm gonna real quick change the jackets because I do not like the way it looks. I find this one to be better. So now that we got that, it's time to add our accessories, but first, we gotta take off my Ninja Animation Pack, because that's 800 Robux to get the Ninja Animation Pack. So let's go to animations. Let's take off all of this. And if you want to go for a more retro feel vibe to it, you can go to build, which is over here. Oh my god, I hate whenever this happens. Go to build. You can select R6, which is my preferred method for making this avatar. And this is for Forsaken fans, so you want to go to face accessories, remove that. Go to back accessories, I'm gonna remove my sword. And go to head accessories and select this international fedora, and if you want, I would recommend doing this next part, adjusting it. Oops. So you're gonna want to start by rotating it. Like this, and we are all done. Now you have a mafioso avatar, which looks pretty good. And let's be real, this is for you mafioso fans. So I'm putting a lot of effort into these videos, so I'm hoping you guys actually apply these tutorials. Okay, so the next one is another cool one. It's this guy, which I already had presets. And he's pretty simple to make. All you gotta do is set his set the skin tone to black. Then go to the metaverse and then get the metaverse champion blue characters item, use his shirt, and then when going to classic pants, you want to use these teenage looking pants. Um, you can also use this, but I'd rather use this because it gives it more, I don't want to overuse this items in the same set. So and then for accessories, you can use the imagination core item. And then for back accessories, you can use the wings from the 2025 Innovation Awards. You can also use this if you want to add extra detail, but I'd rather not. If you want to give this more of a mech-like vibe, you can use the mech wings from 2025, from 2020, from 2021. But I would not recommend this if you're limited. You can also use this crystal staff if you want, but it doesn't really fit the vibes. Next character I got is the Bloxy Cola fan I made using an R6 avatar. You use the same jacket as the Mafioso avatar, the Jurassic World backpack because that's free, a Roblox hat, preferably the black one because it fits the color scheme, the Spider Cola, and the Spider Cola from the promo code, and then I uploaded the classic t-shirt right here. Next up is Timeless 1x1 for more Forsaken fans. All you have to do is screenshot the t-shirts, add green for the limbs. I added my sword because it fits on the color scheme. You don't need to add this though for people on a cheap. And then you add blackface. This is for people who are on a budget. Um, Next up is this character I made. You use the green jersey, the Junkbot backpack, the medieval hood of mystery, the green jeans, and a black skin tone, as well as uploading the t-shirts, and you get this really detailed, but simple avatar. Our next avatar is gonna be another Forsaken one, and I'm gonna wing it for this one. Alright, clothing. We're gonna wanna go here, and we're gonna pick out this MLG t-shirt. I actually bought this with Robux, but you can upload a screenshot of this. Next up, is clothing. Where we're gonna go to classic shirts, and we'll pick out this one. This one will work. Next up is gonna be our classic pants, and we can go with any pants that work for this. So we'll do these. Okay, now it's time to change the skin tone to be white. So that way it works. Now for accessories, we're gonna want to do this one, the Jurassic World headphones, the bandana from the 2023 innovations, and then face accessories. You're gonna want to get these aviators from the Casey character you can buy at the marketplace. Let's remove the back accessory. Actually, we can give it a backpack if you want to give it a little more detail. But boom, you have MLG Chance from Forsaken, which is which is my main Forsaken skin. Okay, so next up is a more classy outfit. I do not have all the items. I do not have too many items because playing on PlayStation limits me. But we can make some pretty sweet items using limited options. We could try to make 2-time, so let's start by getting this shirt. And you can remove the classic shirt, as we can just change the skin tone on the torso specifically to be black. We can also change that for the legs. So once you're done with this, we can remove the legs. Just making sure. I have no idea where I went wrong. Anyways, let's see if we can try and fix this. Maybe with a white skin tone. Oops. I have no idea where I went wrong. So, to compensate, we're just gonna try using the dark blue method, where you just make the darkest blue you physically can, and thus it gives you the same color. So maybe this will fix it. It appeared it's still not working, so I do not know what to do here. Okay, you gotta make it slightly grayer, but I'm sure it's barely noticeable. Never mind, it's super noticeable. So we're gonna try the dark purple trick. It's not perfect, but it still gives us what we want. Okay, next up, for hair. There are plenty of hairs that can work with this, but I think anime style 1 hair will definitely work the best. However, we have too many accessories on that it won't show yet. So if we go to accessories, we can get rid of the head accessories. That's weird. I swear, this video has already gone way too weird. It's weird. Nothing that we can really do. But if you have the money, you could get some messy hair. Usually you would use the anime style 1 hair, but it doesn't work. I was trying to make 2-time, but sorry to you 2-time fans, we can't, or Spawnism believers, but I can't, I cannot figure out why this is not working. So we're gonna have to choose something else. Looking at our options for a t-shirt, we're gonna make a legend. Okay, we gotta change the skin tone. Starting off with all the skin tone. We're gonna go with this type. Next up, we're going to want to take these legs and make them same color. We're going to change the torso, make it look brighter. So it's so then we get our right arm and we're going to make it black. Again, another good Forsaken avatar for you Forsaken fans. Remove that, and boom, you have John Doe. Or at least the closest thing I can get to it. Also, sorry for poor mic quality, my headphones broke. If you want, oh, alright, for another one, um, let's go back to our clothing, let's see what we can make out of this. We're gonna make a classic outfit. And then for the limbs, we're gonna make them black. Wrong color. Afterwards, we're gonna get another black, more black on there. And then for the head, we make it white. For accessories, there are, oh, that's the tricky part, since you need a since you would need a black crown, but there are no free black crowns, so we're gonna have to improvise. There are some solutions we can make to this. For example, sizing up the brand new Best Audience Award accessory. We could size this accessory up, and then we could, and if possible, we can rotate it to make it, never mind, we cannot rotate it to make it look flipped upside down. So we are going to just lower it, probably. And although it's gonna look ugly, it's gonna, just sizing up this item will work the best, in my opinion. And if you don't have this item, though, you can easily use a hat or something. However, there's no really good answer to making a crown out of my limited items. If you have it, though, use the Crown of Madness. I'm not going through the troubles to get it, though. But this can give you retro Shedletsky. Next up is a rather new one, so we're going to want to go to clothing. Let's start with our classic t-shirts. And we're going to go with this one here. Then we're gonna want to go to skin. Let's change the skin colors. Also, I recommend R15 for this avatar. I've been using R6 just because I have it equipped at the moment. Once we're done with this, it's gonna be time. Once we're done reskinning it, then we will continue. But first, we gotta make this a little darker. Dear God, I'm really bad at PlayStation controls for Roblox. I was so used to playing mobile back in the day. Once you're done this, it's time for accessories. And we'll start with this accessory from the hunt. Wait, question, real quick, before we continue, can I turn this on as black and will it slide? We're just gonna check real quick to see if I can set the head to black, because I do not like the way it's looking right now with the dark purple. And we can, so that's another problem solved. Accessories, we're gonna wanna size this up. And we're gonna wanna size the other one down. And then once we apply, we're gonna want to select our face accessory, which will make these aviators. And let's change our arms to be the classic male arms, like this. Then you set it to R15. Remove the ninja animation pack, because this is a free avatar. And done. Although it's basic, it's what you can get at the moment, because I missed out on the classics and the hunt. Anyways, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you want to see a part 2. Thanks for watching.